What's going on, guys? Welcome to VOA's Red Carpet. My name is Jackson Vunganyi. I want to thank you for joining us today on the show. As always, right here on Red Carpet, we bring you the latest in entertainment news, in sports, in fashion, film and television around the world. And with that said, let's get on with the show. And it was a big week here in Washington as Joe Biden was sworn in as the 46th President of the United States. Kamala Harris was sworn in as Vice President, the first woman and the first person of color to hold that office. Celebrities joined in the inaugural celebration with Lady Gaga singing the national anthem. And Jennifer Lopez performing at the U.S. Capitol as part of the swearing-in ceremony.
From sea to shining sea. Una nación bajo Dios, indivisible, con libertad y justicia para todos.
Coronavirus restrictions canceled the traditional inaugural balls, so event organizers produced a Celebrating America television program hosted by actor Tom Hanks. President Biden and Vice President Harris spoke during the primetime special aired on all major U.S. networks, along with performances by Justin Timberlake, Aunt Clemons, Demi Lovato, and John Bon Jovi. And Burna Boy's music has made its way to Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's inauguration playlist. The Nigerian singer's track Destiny was included in the playlist compiled by DJ D-Nice and actress Issa Rae's Radio, along with the Presidential Inaugural Committee. The track joined 45 other hits by artists including Kendrick Lamar, Bob Marley, Dua Lipa, and Marvin Gaye. Americans this week also celebrated the life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. on the federal holiday marking the civil rights leader's birthday. Before her inaugural performance, Lady Gaga received the Higher Ground Award for the non-profit King Center, founded by Coretta Scott King as a living memorial to her late husband. Jennifer Hudson presented the award to Lady Gaga, who dedicated it to people of color, saying,
"Black lives matter. Black life matters. Blackness matters. Black joy matters. White people, I believe that Black life represents the best of our nation. And as white people, I believe we have a responsibility to unlearn, to accept the honest truth about the history of our country, admit that white supremacy makes us unhealthy, and change our own behaviors to contribute to a world where freedom is real for everyone."
Now, coronavirus has changed the way we work, the way we dress, and the way we relax. Fashion was one of the first to adapt to the new house-bound reality, making sweatpants the new go-to attire. Nina Vishneva has the story, narrated by Anrat.
The anticipated fashion trends of 2020 never got a chance to make it to the streets. The coronavirus pandemic made office attire almost useless. Instead, sweatpants became priceless.
Mostly a COVID-19 piece where you are just home, you still want to look sexy and wear a crop top.
Marusia Kazakova, a Russian-American fashion designer, and her husband Burkindi opened their New York gallery, Jenkoi, in the middle of the pandemic. Their signature style is a combo of African and Russian folklore mixed with the classic Puma sports clothes. They were selling their clothing before COVID, but the pandemic made such attire incredibly popular.
How do you express yourself? Even if we go out, we need to be able to express ourselves. You can see now everybody wearing messages. We want to show who we are.
COVID has sent formal office wear into storage for the foreseeable future, together with dress shoes and stiletto heels. Remote work is all about feeling good, not necessarily looking good. Because with the occasional video online conference call, the only people you are seeing is from the waist up.
Only something from here up to here.
Martina Dietrich was among the first New York designers who started to alter clothing to fit the COVID reality better. The flexibility of clothing is what makes it more appealing these days.
This coat you can also wear other way around.
COVID also fast-tracked the rise of online shopping and killed the idea of simply popping into actual stores. More prudent spending took the place of shopping sprees. The main accessory of the pandemic is, of course, a face mask. Face masks are now a way to stay safe, keep others safe, and make a statement. But for many, letting people see their face and getting close is the biggest statement of all.
The idea is to let people work close and safe. Instead of standing 6 feet apart, that people can be close. You can talk to somebody, and be protected without covering their face. Like, everybody now has a mask. You can't see their face. You can't hear what they're saying very clearly. When you can see the expressions, it's much more, free.
Responsibility and eco-friendliness. This is what the new year has in store for the fashion industry. Oh, and most importantly, comfort. For Nina Vishneva in New York, Anna Rice, VOA News.
And NBA star LeBron James, King James, is shooting his shot at being a Hollywood producer, working with Black Panther producer Ryan Coogler on a new Space Jam movie. James shared the first teaser clip of Space Jam: A New Legacy on Instagram, writing, "Let's go at Space Jam movie coming at y'all in just a few months from now. I'm so excited about this project."
Fresh off his first championship as a Los Angeles Laker, James told the Associated Press that he has no need for extra rest, but joked that he wishes he was like Justin Timberlake's character in the science fiction film In Time, where people stop aging at 25 but can extend their lives using time as currency.
I'm 36 years old, 18 years in the league. Ain't no save for something for later on in the season. My body is ready to play whatever I need to play throughout the course of the game. I go hard while I'm out there, and then I start my treatment after the game. So I wish I could bank time. I wish I was Justin Timberlake in that movie where I could bank some time, but I cannot do that at this point.
The outspoken James was also asked if there was a moment in his life that made him decide to become an off-court activist, to which he responded, that the shooting of unarmed black teenager Trayvon Martin convinced him to use his platform as an NBA star to push for social and racial justice.
You know, just hearing about that story, having two sons of my own, and thinking if I send my kids out to the store and they never returned, and then the information that I got back was the information that I heard in the Trayvon Martin case, how heartbroken, how mad, how disappointed I would have been, not only with my community at that point in time, but with the police, the policing, either if they had a badge or not, the neighborhood watch or whatever the case may be during that point in time. That was the moment where I knew that it was much bigger than just basketball.
And director Spike Lee has been honored with this year's American Cinemateque Award in a virtual ceremony with stars including Jodie Foster, Angela Bassett, Rosie Perez, and cast of his latest movie, The Five Bloods.
The Five Bloods actor Jonathan Majors presented the prolific filmmaker with the award as his co-stars looked on. Jodie Foster served as moderator, asking Lee whether it felt crazy to receive a Lifetime Achievement Award, joking.
To be honored for Lifetime Achievement, I don't know about you, does it seem like it's been that long? What is it? Does it seem like it? I mean, do you feel like you're 100 years old?
Well, I'm 63. I was born March 20th, 1957, the first day of spring. So here's the thing though, if you love what you're doing, you can delay Father Time, especially if you're not an athlete. So I got some more joints to make.
Rosie Perez was among the friends and collaborators, including Ryan Coogler and Angela Bassett, who paid tribute to Lee during the event.
The truth is, Spike Lee's storytelling goes beyond the page or the screen, but to his community, his culture, and the people he shares this world with. People affected by natural disasters, people in need of better education, medical care.
Five-time Oscar nominee Lee, honored by the Academy for his work on the Black Klansman screenplay, has directed films including David Byrne's American Utopia, She's Gotta Have It, Do the Right Thing, Malcolm X, and an update of his own, She's Gotta Have It, for Netflix.
And from one director to another, Regina King says that if there's a lesson to be learned from One Night in Miami, it is the success that happens when people work together. The award-winning actor made her directorial debut in the film based on the stage play by Ken Powers about a fictional meeting that brings together Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X, Sam Cooke, and Jim Brown for a night on February 25, 1964. That was the night that 22-year-old Cassius Clay, who later changed his name to Muhammad Ali, stuns the boxing world with a victory over heavyweight champion Sonny Liston.
In that hotel room, the four prominent figures discuss racial inequalities and ways to end segregation in the South. The following morning, they emerge determined to make the world a better place. King sees a common thread to what's been going on today.
Well, it's interesting because this story, these conversations have always been relevant. You know, that was one of the things that was appealing to me when I read the script.
King says the most valuable lesson of what she's learned while making the film was the power of working together toward a common goal, despite budget, scheduling, and pandemic issues.
The most important thing to remember in all of that is we achieved it. It wasn't an I thing. And it's just a reminder of how powerful we are together with a common goal.
King, who took home an Oscar last year for If Beale Street Could Talk, worked on the other side of the camera this time for her feature film directorial debut. She has directed numerous television shows over the years.
And with that, we come to the end of our show today. My name is Jackson Vunganyi. I want to thank you for hanging out with me. For more entertainment news, remember to check us out at voanews.com. We are also on social media, on YouTube, Facebook, and on Instagram. Until next time, goodbye, everyone.
you.